to go into a bit of Virgil now. And like, I actually want a story. I love a story because I remember stories. But I want to understand like how you all first met Virgil, and then we'll talk a bit about the work you guys did. So Fraser, let's start with you.
I think, because it's a bit blurry, because I met him many, many times. There was like a period where we just started crossing paths. But I lived in LA for a year or so, around like 2011, 2012. And Aaron Bondaroff, who used to work with Supreme, was doing No Wave Radio. And he had like a house there that he used, and different people were doing radio shows, like a kind of internet radio thing. And I went there, and I already knew Heron, because Heron Preston used to work for Nike, and I worked for Nike. And him and Matthew and Virgil were doing the In Trill DJ Collective. And I think they had a show, and then I did another show with Jules afterwards. So I think that's the first time I met him. But we kept on bumping into each other, like crossing each other in a lot of places.
Yeah, I don't remember when, but I just found the pictures, maybe more than 20 years ago. So I was walking down the street in Harajuku, and some 3 or 4 guys came to me, "Hey, you're Hiroshi," and I'm Kanye. And that was Kanye West. I didn't know him that time. And I don't know where he was here, but and we went to have a cup of tea. And then Virgil was there too. Kanye and who was it?
Don't see.
Yeah, Don't See and Virgil. Yeah, that was the first time I met him.
So cool, because then you went on to collaborate with him, which is amazing that we'll talk about in a bit. And you didn't actually meet Virgil, but tell us about like how he impacted you.
Yeah, I think I'm probably the only panelist that know. But I think everything, like for me, all the work that I do is inspired a lot by Virgil and how he's brought not only himself here to what he's doing and all these amazing things behind, shoes behind us, but what he did for his community and for everyone around him, and how he brought everyone with him is a huge inspiration. And to what we do at Kids of Immigrants. It's not just enough to be here alone. It's about bringing everyone else with us, and that has impact. I think it's for the new generation, the next generation that will never get to meet Virgil. Like, there's so much like what he's done, and the soul of it is still here. To the point that it's inspiring me and many other people in my generation.
And that was so intentional. I remember spending a lot of time with him on Zoom, him and Atty on Zoom in COVID, and he really wanted to build a platform that had all the information. It was like, I want to be a mentor to everyone, and I want to make sure that if they search anything that I've done, there's principles that allow them to do that. So the resources from Free Game, or all of these talks from the Harvard talk, everything has codes about how he can transfer that to the next generation. And I feel that mentorship was so present in his work. And I loved his always say that everyone can be a mentor to him. That it's very much peer to peer. It's very open about people that were inspiring him, especially, I know that we personally spoke about inspiration.
I think it was very intentional. That's the thing. It was his goal was to sort of like or to demystify or make things seem a bit more sort of attainable or open. Where I think, probably like our generation was a little bit more like, this is us and our crew, of like a little bit less. Like we're talking about like hiding the records, like I don't want you to see what this like record is.
Everyone's hiding records everywhere.
I remember that.
Yeah, you don't want to know what I'm playing.
It's like your secret weapon.
Yeah.
I don't want you to know which one. And he was totally the opposite and had a very incredible sense of where he was trying to go at the end. Like not just one stage, but he sort of could see maybe it's from his architecture background, because you have the sort of, whereas other people involved in design sometimes can do like one part but don't think of all the other. He was really good at that.
And also, I think he was just very nice personality, so sweet. and he can be sweet to anyone.
Yeah, I've never seen him be difficult or off with. Doesn't matter if they're, the CEO of the company or, the person bringing in some food in the lunch break. Like, just had a really lovely personality.
I say he's a man of good character.
Yes.